This week, boys and girls in writing, we are going to write an acrostic poem. Now, an acrostic poem is a special type of poem where you have a topic, like in this case it's winter. You write the word winter vertically from top to bottom of your page, as you see here. And then every sentence, every line in your poem starts with that letter. Like W for winter wonderland. Ice is slippery. Nothing is hot. The weather is cold. Everything you touch is cold. Really cold. Okay, and there's a nice picture to go with it. Now notice, boys and girls, too, this poet who wrote about winter also wrote a lot of words that suggest feelings or appeal to the senses. In this case, it's mostly about the senses. Like something slippery is something you can feel. Hot is something you can feel. So it's cold. So what Winter Wonderland puts a vision in my head of this wonderful place full of snow and everything like that. And it does. It brings about a feeling of like Christmas time to me. So when we write our acrostic poems this week, I want you to put those words or phrases that suggest feeling or appeal to the senses. The senses are really easy to get into any kind of season poem. Well, I'm going to write a season poem for you today and show you what I mean. Okay, I'm going to pick the topic of fall. So what I would do if I want fall, it's 4 letters, and I'm going to write them down. F-A-L-L. See how I wrote them? Vertically, like this. So I can make sentences or lines using each of these letters for the beginning. Okay, so when I think of fall, let me think of what I think of. I visualize leaves falling from trees. It's getting cooler. The air's getting cooler. The leaves are brown and yellow and red, all those nice colors that you see. So let me go ahead and start with that. So I have an F. So the first thing I'm thinking of is something that I can see, falling leaves. So I'm going to say falling leaves, E. Okay, E-A vowel team, leave, here V, leaves. Falling leaves is the first thing I think of. Then down here for A. Well, what else is, what sensory details can I think about in fall? The air is cool. It's not hot anymore, but it's not cold yet. It's cool. So I'm going to say air. Air starts with an A, so I can say air is cool. Okay. Now, we see L. All I think about is those leaves and the colors of the leaves. The leaves turn red and orange. Okay, so I already wrote leaves. I'm going to go ahead and use that. Leaves turn red and orange. Orange. It's that soft G with an E at the end, silent E. And when I think about a big old pile of red and orange leaves, all I can think about is jumping into them. So I'm thinking of let's jump. Oh, let's. Okay, so I have something that, let's jump. I'm going to put an exclamation point there because that's exciting when you jump. That gives you that feeling of excitement, doesn't it? So now look, I used words that appeal to my senses and words that suggest a feeling. Let's jump suggests that excitement, okay? But when I wrote falling leaves, air is cool, leaves turn red and orange, let's jump. What words here appeal to your senses? Maybe cool, because it's something you could feel when it's cool outside. How about colors, red and orange? That's something we can see. That's right, we can see red and orange. So I have a lot of words here that appeal to the senses. Now, for the fun part, my drawing. So when I'm thinking about falling leaves, of course I need a big old tree, right? So I'm going to kind of lightly do this so I can still see my words. I don't want to ruin the words, right? But then those leaves are falling. So I can make different leaves falling to the ground. You might want to color your leaves too. Let's see, I'm gonna have a leaf here. Oh, and then at the bottom, I need that big old pile of leaves. Don't look. I always have to have a hole in my tree when I draw a tree. That's just my thing. I'm gonna have leaves all over the place, so I can make that big old pile of leaves. Okay. Now, this is what I expect from you guys too. I want you to draw after you write, to illustrate, so that I want to see what you visualized as you were writing your poem, using those words that suggest feeling or appeal to the senses. Now, I am going to assign you what you were going to write about. I want to hear a beautiful poem from you about spring. Oh my gosh, springtime, the time where you are in now. Spring. This is how it's spelled. Okay? So now I want you to come up with sentences, with lines that start with each of these letters that tell me about what spring's like. Think about spring. Springtime is warmer. Okay? It's perfect for a picnic maybe, or maybe you could tell me that the roses are blooming, the flowers are birds. There's nests in the trees from the birds making nest. Okay? This is the time of year when people might want to eat ice cream. Or the green grass is growing, the leaves on the trees are turning green, the birds are making those nests. I see ducklings walking around. It's really a cool time of year. Oh, and Easter, some of you are celebrating Easter. Maybe you can put that somehow into your spring acrostic poem. So, I want to see you, by the end of the week, write me a nice acrostic poem talking about spring and illustrating that poem for me. Okay? So, you guys have fun with your spring poem. Make sure you use all those sensory details, too.